We share with you the highlights of our 11-day trip to a few villages in Italy, Switzerland, and Austria. You might have watched the previous episodes of videos of our trips to various destinations in Italy. If not, I have given the link of those episodes in the description box at the bottom of this video. Just click on it. Thank you for your encouragement and support. Now, the next destination is Austria. Austria is the last destination in this trip. In Austria, we spent one day in Feldkirch and the next day in Innsbruck. We had hired a car in Milan at the very beginning of the trip. The car company did not have a license to operate in Austria. We returned the car we used in Italy and Switzerland to the company and booked the car for Austria from another company. So left for Austria in the second car. Similarly, when I took the SIM card, I had to take two cards. In Austria and Italy, we can use the same SIM card, but not with Switzerland. Then I had to take another SIM card to go to Switzerland. Wherever we travel, we need to get a SIM card adaptable to that country. When you take the SIM card, be sure to take the SIM card with mobile data in it. This is to avail all internet services like Google Maps and social media services. It would be good if you pay special attention to it. Another thing that travelers should pay attention is to take an international travel card whenever possible. A travel card is like a debit card. Then you can deposit the required amount for traveling in advance. You can use travel card also for various kinds of payments like travel tickets, accommodation, dining, toll fees, parking fees, shopping, etc., which comes along the way of our journey. Most banks issue travel cards. All we have to do is to approach the bank and request for a travel card, and they will provide us without much delay or formalities. The amount deposited can be converted into euros or dollars when the money exchange rate is the most favorable. Sometimes the exchange rate may not be favorable while traveling. Anticipating such situations, it is always better to convert the currency prior to a trip and thus save some amount smartly. Using this credit card when we travel to other countries, there is often a chance to get into many scams. Sometimes your card can be hacked and you may lose the entire amount from it. We are using a travel card in case even if something like this happens, you lose the amount we deposited in that card. You will not lose any more amount as it happens in case of a credit card. That is another benefit. If we feel something suspicious during payment procedure, we opt for cash payment. I thought I should share another important thing with you. It's about the weather forecast. We have to check weather forecast daily. Currently, the weather conditions is very much unpredictable, and also I would suggest you that it is always better to rely on weather forecast bulletins. We thoroughly enjoyed the drive to Feldkirch in Austria. It was a road with no major traffic jam. The vast stretches of extensive farmlands on either side of the road is simply spectacular. There are many types of crops. Austria is self-sufficient in agriculture, especially the cereal crop wheat. It was known that till 2 decades ago, they have produced almost all kinds of grains required for the domestic use. Despite the busy road, driving here in our favorite speed is only a dream. Speed limit signboards have been put up along the road at many places as repeated reminders or warnings. You can only drive within that limit. Driving beyond this particular speed limit will end up in payment of a huge amount. So I was cautious and drove very carefully. Now we come to Feldkirch. Our accommodation is in a village away from the city. This place is located in the western part of Austria, along the border with Switzerland. Feldkirch is a medieval city. In the history of Europe, the Middle Ages or medieval period lasted from the 5th to the 15th century. It began with the fall of the Western Roman Empire and merged into the Renaissance and the Age of Discovery. At the beginning of the 12th century, Duke Hugo Montfort built a large castle named the Schattenburg Castle in Feldkirch. Feldkirch city was named after this castle. Duke Hugo Montfort is known as the founder of Schattenburg. The Schattenburg Castle is a major attraction of Feldkirch city. Our prime aim of traveling to Feldkirch is to see the Schattenburg Castle. This is the villa we booked. Its name is Wild Rust. It's adjacent to the road. The elegance of this villa is enhanced with the wooden paneling on floors and walls. The view is nice and beautiful. The serene and tranquil beauty of nature is all around here. The forest canopy, just opposite to the villa, adds inexpressible calmness and peaceful feeling to everyone. The villa, which is on top of a small hill, has fortunately grabbed all ideal combination to conquer the hearts of all tourists. How can I describe this beautiful scene that even fascinates any impassive individual? Wow, it's simply amazing. This is a bus stop. It's also made of wooden planks. There is a bus service from here to the nearest towns. There is something very interesting about the bus service. The bus service is called the Night Line. The service is available only in weekends. The service is available from around midnight till 4 o'clock in the morning. The service is mainly to connect between nearby bars and pubs. When I heard about this, it seemed a very strangely amazing idea for me. Simultaneously, I was deeply disappointed to realize that there is no similar promising plans in our country for weekend fun and pleasure. Fine, let's have our life go smoothly and beautifully as we enjoy now. We decided to stay here for today and go down to see the rest of Feldkirch town the next day. Our night stay was quite fine. Now we feel very fresh and energetic after a good sleep at night. Early in the morning, we reached Wild Park, the famous park in Feldkirch. As the name suggests, it's a large forest which has been turned into a park. Some of the animals that are common in the Alps are kept in this mini zoo. It's about 20-minute drive from our villa. There is no entry fee here. Then there is the option to donate if needed. This is a hill that close to the city of Feldkirch. Below, you can have a spectacular view of the city of Feldkirch. After spending about 2 hours in the wild park, we headed back to the Schattenburg castle. It is just 10-minute drive to the destination. This is the Schattenburg castle. With white walls and brown tile roof, it stands proudly as the guardian of the city of Feldkirch. This is on top of a hill. From here, you can see a panoramic view of the city of Feldkirch. Schattenburg Castle is now a museum. It also has a restaurant that serves authentic Austrian food. The entrance fee for adults is €7. My son is only 10 years old and paid only half for his ticket as he is under the age of 12. It is free for children below 5-year-old. Altogether, there are 18 rooms in 3 floors. Each of these rooms is set in different themes. Here, you'll find a collection of artifacts that represent medieval ages. The Feldkirch clothes, furniture, domestic wares, statues, maps, and musical instruments of the then culture and tradition are beautifully displayed here. We looked at it with the curiosity of a history student. The curious camera lens was absorbing the images of these seals of antiquity as best as possible in order to cherish the memories of the past and the present. Another speciality here is a collection of cloaks. The cloak, made in the 15th century, is still kept here in working condition. Then there is a multi-dial clock that shows the phases of the moon and zodiac signs in addition to time. All of these are medieval sacred sculptures collected from the chapels and churches in the Feldkirch area. This room is full of various kinds of medieval European artillery. Here are the armaments used from the medieval period to the Second World War. It is quite interesting and surprising to see this somewhat crude model of armaments. These various varieties of catapults and other handheld weapons like armors, bows, spear, club, etc. open several pages of historical documents about strategies and techniques of the medieval warfare in front of us. Castles were formerly built to keep the kings or nobles safe during wartime. Therefore, they were made very strong. Similarly, its architectural design is in such a way that to confuse the attackers. We have only a few doors and windows. The location of the castle is also very important. It will be built on top of a hill around the river bank so that to keep away from the sight of attackers, but the arrival of the enemy should be detected long before they approach the targeted place. Inside the castle, there will be facilities for drinking water, food storage, and weapon storage. This is so that you can stay inside for days without coming out. The Schattenburg Castle and the city of Feldkirch have survived many battles. Many parts of the castles have often demolished, but recurring renovation and regular maintenance help the castle to retain its mobility, honor, and elegance even today. It is noontime. The restaurant inside the castle is well crowded. Although very hungry, we decided to say goodbye to Schattenburg. So we wrote our names and remarks in the visitors' register and left half-heartedly the land which safeguards the remnants of history. There is a way down from the castle to Feldkirch city. It is a steep slope full of steps. Despite some difficulty, we arrived in the city and had good lunch at the first restaurant we saw. We walked down the street to see the city for a while. This is a shopping center. There are shops here that sells dresses, jewels, and electronic items. This is a pedestrian street. Vehicles have no entry here. The sun is in his full vigor, but the cold weather remains more adamant. After sauntering for a while, we thought to buy some souvenirs and go to the next destination, Innsbruck. We booked a farmhouse there. I'll be back soon with another exciting video. Until then, stay safe, stay happy. If you like the channel, subscribe and click the bell button. Like and share this episode. Don't forget to leave your comments in the comment box. This is Mahesh signing off.